Welcome back to the FTS. We are here at 8 Bowl for race 10 of the season. Quick look down qualifying. And back up the board we go. We are ready to go now. 42 trucks lined up. They are all ready with the pace truck off to take the green flag to kick off the Taco Bell 208. Through the first turn, the left-hander makes it really good for the inside. And they pull that far enough. Eventually the inside becomes the outside. As they drop down, I think Beach Brutus might try and cut the 84 off. No help for Iris outside. As the inside's on its way, the middle has some help, but not nearly enough. There it is. Lap 1 in the books. Oh, look at all the lanes going around. '56 of Rice Shower picking up where she left off. Currently in third. As they put Fred Jones 4 wide. Don't like that. The 42 is going to cut some slack early on, get him back down to 3. 3 by 3. The pack goes. Look at J Money rolling inside. Good run for that team so far. Bunger in the 90, one of those drivers that really needs to get the win here, out front early on. He's taking the lead. Inside kicks back in. Macaroni at least trying to get side by side, if not clear altogether. I don't think the 75 is going to get down there. He'll be left up on the high side. Darkest Presence still in line with Queso. That's going to keep the 4 in the 99. When they get back down together, they're going to run second and third. Solid line from them. When they get down to the front stretch, they really like to spread out, fan out a little bit. Oh, problems for the 56. Kind of held up a bit of a pack there. Not sure if that's a problem for Rice Shower, but oh, big problems for the 56. Rice Shower slow. Pull off the racing line. That kind of breaks the pack up a little bit there. But Rice, problems early. The front few, very out there at the very least. So the 2 of Princess Alexa and Bunger, second and first right now. That really worked out for the 2 truck. Bit of a quinky dink. But the back, they're going to lose some drivers back there. I do think that I saw Morshoe in the 18. One of the drivers trying to catch back up to the back of the second pack where Willie Stroker is. You see that tail forming with all these drivers. Everybody's trying to get back up, but I don't think they will. Butterpants is near the back. Ballsack, and then the 2 usual suspects running dead last. Well, not dead last. The 56 of Rice's unscheduled pit stop made it back to pit road, but that's going to at least put her a lap down. The lead group has caught back up with the little runners that got out a bit there. The 2 still in there. See the 56 exiting the pits right there. Right behind Window Liquor to be 1 lap down. Derek Baum is showing back up. The 33 is trying to prove that he belongs. It's been a lackluster season since the championship, and now on the way. That 33 is looking good. As we see, I do think that Butterpants and Ballsack's lost the draft. Butterpants is very close to losing it, so still only about 38 trucks, 37 trucks in the league group. That's still a lot for what this race offers. That is still a lot. Big 3 wide. Got some 4 wide back there. I think that's not Purple Bottom. That might have been Fishbone in the 20. A lot of white trucks trying their best to keep in this where they're drafting at. So right here, Billy Mays drafts back up to the front. Butterpants is still hanging in there, barely. There you can see that little 4 truck mini group back there. They've all found each other. Got to work together. Captain Falcon in the 7 has been overachieving. If he can point his way in, that would be a great confidence booster for this team. That's still like a pipe dream, it seems like, with just 5 whole races left. Any big mistake will put you in a hole, and you got to get what you can take. The 42, racing with. The best part about these types of tracks is seeing the drivers that don't normally be up front or need this big moment to try and take it. Lexa has been really good here. Can't quite follow with the 17 of Beach Brutus. Beach Brutus, as you know, he's a pretty good point scorer, looking to keep inside the top 10 in points. That seems to be the mission here. Queso in the hunt. Darkest Presence looking for victory lane again. And this number 4 team, they don't quit. That's one thing that they don't do. As the 76 Butterpants back in the main draft, 38 trucks in the lead group back to Tub Schittler. Although it looks like Takumi Fujiwara is also back there, barely hanging on. And for some drivers, it's tough. Like the 62 of Star has never really been able to get near the front on days like this. Like there are some teams that just exist, and it's a little bit mentally taxing, especially knowing that you're in the splash zone of the big one. And you want to talk about a driver in the splash zone. Look at fucking Bobaham Lennon. He is right there. And Richula, top of 4 wide for Richula. Rats Tyrell not giving any compromises here. Oh, good God. It is a mess of drivers. The Puff trying top of 3. I'm not sure if he was put up there by Peter Griffin. But you see how slow it is. Princess Lexa falling back. She kind of got some bad deals and dropped back. One driver. Seeing Purple Bottom up in the top 5. That still feels weird. Feels wrong. Willie Stroker made his way up. And some of the usual suspects we still see on the bottom, like the 90 has been good all day, the 88 trying for more, the 4. How far back are the back guys? They still, I mean, they're those guys who are in that like 4-car island. That's like still a pretty decent time they're making. I mean, they're not like ganging. In fact, they're losing time at a decent rate, but it'll still be a while before they get lapped, and we'll probably see the green flag pit stop before then. Derek Baum got shoved up 4 wide. Like, this track is basically a constant sliding scale of being so over and so back, because look at, I saw at 75 making up so much ground through the first turn. Once it goes to a right-handed turn, he is dropping like a fly. Speaking of dropping like a fly, Darkest Presence has nobody out there to save him. He is going backwards. The 62 of Star. A good, slow, incremental gang here to get this 62 and 25 team working together, getting them back up into reasonable contention. And look at what's going on near the front. Purple Bottom is going to try and lead a lap here. If he could get the jump on the 19. Down the front straightaway. It's not the 36. The 99. Queso put the moves on him. And more 4 wide getting Bunger out of here. Razor looks like tried to cut him a deal, but just didn't want to get too slowed up by him, but it failed anyways. Very frustrated for the 52 being in this situation. Drafting with Tub Schittler in the 28. Haven't mentioned him at all today. And they get it done, sorting it out in the back. From the front, it looks like J Money has making a good move. Rats Tyrell, not too slow, just kind of there, making up ground as he goes along. Oh my God, everybody wants to jump low. The puff is helping Billy Mays, and they're going to rocket past those guys. J Money didn't even know what hit him, as he's going all the way back. The 22 of Lil Bedsheet, he is falling on hard times, but not giving up, as a little bit of separation in the back. Dirtman 5 has dropped something. Big mechanical failure on the 5. Michael Rosen, Hampter, Grok, Sneet Snart, all kind of feeling the effects of that one. So that's why we're down to about 33-ish trucks. My God, it is a shit show here. The top 5 pulling out. Iris getting a big help from Lexa. The fanning out down the straights here. It's been a while doing all this battling here, but you know, it is far from over yet. Beach Brutus. Mixing it up. Honestly, look at Star Walker. Put himself in the top 10. Making himself look like a good day. If he could just keep it going just a little bit further, he could redeem himself. Very important for the points battle in this 34. As it looks like every driver is looking to about get this done on one stop. If they could just make it just a couple more laps before they make their stop. Willie Stroker, he's familiar with these plate racing games. He'll take the lead. The 77 out front. Billy Mays, Derek Baum. Several drivers in hot contention here. And they're looking to, Stroker looked like he was trying. He didn't go to pit road. He went top of 3. That is not the best play by Willie Stroker there. The 77 is going away. As that opens the doors for Derek Baum. Maybe just wanted his lap led. And would you be safer towards the front of the pack or the back of the pack? And never really know. More 4 wide. This time Peter Griffin. Star. Both close there. And it looks like they're still going 3 wide for the lead. They're going 4 wide behind them there. See that yellow truck? That's Derek Baum going back. Yeah, they're still not done getting racy yet. The 42 Samus Aran not cutting the 15 any slack. Oh, maybe. Maybe. And down the front. Becomes only a matter of time at this rate. Billy Mays. Out front, the lappers. I think they're kind of... No, they haven't left Haru yet. All the lap trucks here. They're getting very racy with each other, so they're losing more time than what they normally would if they were working together. It does kind of ring a bit counterintuitive, but a lot of our drivers are really in it for the love of the game and also for the glory of victory, but not all of them win. A lot of them lose. It just becomes a what does it take? I would not want to run all the way to the end on fuel. I mean, I want to keep some drivers in good company when we're drafting with our draft partners, but on the other hand, it's like if you run out on track, then that sucks. Huge push coming in for Fishbone. The 20 is trying to make a mark on this season, but it might be far too late for just about anything to save Fishbone. Iris not slowing down. It only seems like the drivers are getting more on top of each other as this day goes on. Here you can see just where those guys are. About half a lap down the crossover being a key distinction on where lappers are on track. And they are still fanning crazy. Staying on the track. Queso on the second lane. That's not preferred lane. Look at Morshoe. The 18s got it down a little bit. Pretty solid job getting into what could be a top 10 spot. Ballsack and Rice Shower. Haru pitted. Window Liquor also pitted. So those drivers that are in the back markers that don't have as much fuel to save where their drafting partners back there, they came early. And here comes the first few. Billy Mays, Star, Macaroni. Now the timer's on. I think you can get to about lap 29. If you're not on pit road by lap 29, I think that you're going to be running out on track. Little bed sheet was the leader across the line. He dropping spots. Not sure how much of this is just them trying to save it up. But, oh, this lap is going to be great. And a good chunk coming in. Hampter makes it. Darkest Presence is in. At this point, Bunger, a little betcha. I think at this point there's so little drivers. They shouldn't be racing each other. They should be getting down single file for this. I mean, I think them racing each other like this, little bed sheet, Derek Baum, kind of counterintuitive to what the goal is here. They need to get down in order to make it to pit road. I think we got a lot of drivers coming down this time. Now there's only 4 drivers left. Beach Brutus, Morshoe, Bunger, Willie Stroker. I think it's already too late for Bunger, as Bunger is running dry now. And these 3 drivers better hope they got enough. Beach Brutus, he might be out. I think Beach Brutus is out. Morshoe's out. These drivers, oh, Bunger, gonna not make it. These drivers, I think they actually have barely just enough to make it. Oh, Beach Brutus. Oh, no, you didn't pit. Oh, that's going to be tough. Bunger. One of the more dominant trucks, kind of screwed. Beach Brutus is fucked. I thought the 17 was going to try and squeeze it in there because he had to come in that time. He did not. Rice Shower still running. I'm not sure if Rice Shower pitted again. Like the 56 probably isn't in a good position to be here contending pretty well, but at the same time, it's like, not sure about it. See the 81, that's Ballsack back there. He had lost the draft early. I think we'll try and get these 2 trucks off the track without going to yellow. Fishbone right there as they pass by the 90. They're not going to throw a yellow for that. Bunger will be transported to pit road. Beach Brutus as well. I think Fishbone is leading. We got plenty of underdog potential here. 11 to go. And this lead pack is surprisingly about 20 trucks long. So good pit stops by these drivers who made it. Especially the first three that came to pit road. If you're like a star macaroni type, then that was a good choice to make. 17 at Beach Brutus. Out. It's going to get racy up front. We got a second pack. Consists back with Razor and a few others that aren't quite up in the lead group. Kind of a shame for them. The Puff leading Group 3. He's got Tubb behind him. Peter Griffin, Purple Bottom, Wolf Van Halen. Ballsack, Rice Shower, Captain Falcon somewhere. Haru and Window Liquor are together, but they're probably going to go one down. Oh, Beach Brutus is backing up onto the racing line, but they quickly got him off track before he could cause a yellow. And finally, those drivers that are multiple down, and then that. So that creates a situation for how it's going to be pointing. Captain Falcon, honestly, bad for the 7 because he's fucked points-wise today. Not going to get very many. Couple that with the ever-intense playoff hunt, and that 7 team is going to be on the way down. Way down. I think we're coming to about 8 to go. Fishbone has a shot. It wants to make this. Fishbone has had, I cannot begin to describe how terrible of a season this 20 team has had. They have traded shit finish for barely inside the top 20. And this time, they're leading late, trying to save the season. Princess Lexa in the 2. Another very good race for this team as they are approaching lap traffic. Haru and Window Liquor couldn't quite stand the lead lap this time. Let's see how they do it. Window Liquor gets a high. They're going to be... Oh, they're blocking them in. Because it's going to change lanes. And they're going to have the preferred line. Derek Baum on the inside. They're going to have to pass these guys. Put them on the outside and get them into a bad situation. Billy Mays is right there. Now, Window Liquor is going to go for the position here on the 1. Fishbone, middle of 3. That's going to create some 3 wide hit there as Morshoe just about put Star out of the way. Haru going to try and fight back on the inside to get to that 38. There, still 3 wide. The Window Liquor, see those 2 trucks battling for that position. But we do have 2 lead lappers past him. Rats Tyrell trying to relive the glory days of his rookie season. Haru back past the 38. Honestly, these trucks, like, they're not terrible in the draft. They just have no power around their own when they're actually trying for an overtake. Haru goes outside. Window Liquor goes inside. Derek Baum trying to keep with this. The almighty liquor of windows keeping with this battle here. That's the 86-33. Fred Jones going to try and put the 38 outside. Oh, and he's going backwards like crazy. No help. He is falling. The one gets back passed by. But Billy Mays, and they're coming up on Bunger. Remember, that 90, they're going to refuel them, get them back out on track. Beach Brutus is already 4 laps down. Bunger only 3 down at the point. Coming up on the 90, the 19. I think that was the 17 on the bridge. That both Window Liquor and Haru are getting passed by a lot of trucks now. Slowly thinning this field out, trying to get them to draft back up for any competitive battle for the lead. Sneet Snart is in third. Watch out for this 10. They're going to try and be there by the end. 3 to go. Look at this little bed sheet in line for his first potential win of his career. The 22 trying to run this back the best he can. Bunger disrupting here. The 90 does nothing to play for, but going for the hell of it. You got 2 big name drivers here. That's the 86 and the 19. And a bunch of other drivers looking for a feel-good win. 2 to go. Down the inside. Bunger does not have anything to play for, but everyone else is going to be fighting for it. Fred Jones, he's thinking about doing something here. Watch out. Who's it going to be? Oh, Princess Lexa. Look at this. For the first time today, Michael Rosen has been a real player in this game. The 0-2 has all the momentum from Darkest Presence. I think Bunger, if they can try to wind up that final lap, I think it might be between these top 3. Darkest Presence going for it on the white flag. The 4. He's been so good here, drafting up. It's going to be the 4 and the 19. Battle for the win. Exit of 2, Darkest Presence has 1 shot to make it work. He's dropping low. Does not have any help. But I don't think that really matters to him. He's just going to power around the wheel. Darkest Presence, he has 1 shot from Michael Rosen, but I don't think the 0-2 is going to take it. Not sure if he has anything for him. Final corner. Darkest Presence gets a big win at a big track. There's some feel-good stories there. Second place, Michael Rosen got so close. And a top 5 for Fishbone. How about that? Captain Falcon and Ballsack have found each other. They're trying to finish on the lead lap. Purple Bottom had a bad run. A lot of drivers you expect to run well didn't. And a lot of drivers that you expected to run shit didn't. Big ups for the 4 team. Take a look at the rest of the standings. Not very many incidents. This track is not one for its troubles. That is all we have for this race. Till next time. Take care.